Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are all fine. I welcome you in AppSec's online support program. This is the lecture of week 7. My name, as you know, is Ms. Ovia Fiaz. The content of today's course is we will continue unit number 3, which we had done in week 6. We will do some adjectives and adjectival phrases. We will also learn how to write paragraph, and then we will do some future indefinite tense. Unit 3 poem Try Again. In our previous letter we have done this poem with full detail. The learning objectives of the poems are: we will identify adjectives, degrees of adjectives and order of adjectives in a sentence. We will also be able to use vocabulary to write a paragraph on the topic. Identifying rules and functions for the use of will and going to. And in the end we will complete the sentences with will and going to, which will be an exercise for you. First of all, what are adjectives and what are adjective phrases? Adjective, as you know, is a word that describes a noun, the name of a thing or a place. Noun is a naming word, and adjective is actually it qualifies the noun, or it tells us some quality of the noun. For example, it was a terrible book. The word terrible is an adjective. It tells us what the book or the noun was like. There are 3 degrees of comparison, or the degrees of adjective. The first degree is known as positive degree, the second is the comparative, and the third one is superlative degree. For example, big is the positive degree, bigger comparative degree, and biggest is the superlative degree. The positive degree of an adjective makes no comparison. For example, a tall building, she runs fast, this is a beautiful car. These sentences do not show any sort of comparison. The second is the comparative degree. The comparative degree compares two people, things, activities or qualities. For example, a taller building than this one, she runs faster than I do, this car is more beautiful than yours. In these sentences, the comparative degree of the adjective is used. For example, taller, faster and more beautiful. The third and the last is the superlative degree. The superlative degree compares a person, thing, activity or quality with the group. For example, the tallest building in the town. She is the fastest runner among the students. This is the most beautiful car I have ever seen. In 3 of these examples, the word tallest, fastest and most beautiful are the examples of superlative degree. Now the order of adjectives. When more than one adjective comes before a noun, the adjectives are normally in a particular order. Adjectives which describe opinion or attitude, for example amazing, usually come first before more neutral factual ones, for example red. She was wearing an amazing red coat. Now there are 2 adjectives in this sentence, amazing and red, and we will use it in this sequence. We will not use a red amazing coat. Generally the adjective order in English is, first of all we mention the quantity or number, second there is the quality or opinion, then size, then age, then shape, then color, and then proper adjective, which means often nationality, other place of origin or material, and in the end purpose or qualifier. These are some examples. For example, I love that beautiful old big green antique car that is always parked at the end of the street. Now in the first sentence we have used 5 adjectives: beautiful, which shows the quality, then old, which shows the age, then big, which shows the size, then green, which shows the color, and antique is the proper adjective. Second example, my sister has a big beautiful tan and white bulldog. The first is big, size, then is the quality, which is beautiful, color, tan, and then there is another color which is white. A wonderful old Italian clock. In this, first there is the opinion, then age, and then origin. A disgusting pink plastic ornament. In this sentence also, first is opinion, then color, and then material. Some slim new French trousers. Slim is the dimension, new is the age, and French is the origin. An amazing new American movie. Amazing is the opinion, new is the age, and American is the origin. I bought a pair of black leather shoes. Black is the color and leather is the material. This is the order of the adjective, and the exercise is given on page number 33, 34, and 35. Part C, D, and E you will have to do it on the textbook. This is given in your book of English A. Paragraph writing. This is the second part of your content. In paragraph writing, the paragraph which you will have to write is hard work is a key to success. I will give you some word bank or vocabulary to write this paragraph. First of all, the topic sentence. The topic sentence will be achievements without hard work are impossible. Trying again is the key to success. Failure is only when you stop trying. These are all the supporting details of the topic sentence. You will have to give some quotation. You will also write some facts, some supporting details to support your idea of hard work is a key to success. Hard work with consistency help to accomplish anything. This is the concluding sentence, and these are the steps that helps one person to move towards the success. For example, aim, hard work, mindset, focusing means focusing on the goal that you want to achieve. Motivation means that you need to have a special kind of motivation to achieve the goal. Inspiration, there is a need of inspiration which go about the goal that you want to achieve. Management, how you manage all the things through which you will achieve your goal. Utilizing potentials, that all the potentials that God has given you, you will have to use them, and in which ways you can use them. Then there are taking risks. You should have enough courage to take risks to achieve your goal. This is your written work. First of all, you will have to write a paragraph on hard work is a key to success in notebooks. Your word limit is 100 to 150 words using the above given vocabulary. In the previous slides, I have shown you the topic sentence, the supporting details, then there is the concluding sentence, and the main points to write a concluding paragraph, concluding lines. In fact, this is a paragraph, you will write it only in one paragraph, not more than 100 and 150 words. Now the last part of our lecture is the future indefinite tense. When we talk about future predictions, plans in general, we use will. Will is the helping verb that is used in the future indefinite tense. Future with will structure, the structure of the sentence will be for positive sentence. First there is the subject, then the helping verb will, and then there is the verb. The subjects are I, you, he, she, we, they. After that the helping verb will, and then come is the verb, to the party is the object or the rest of the sentence. To make such sentence negative, we will put not after the helping verb, which is will. The structure will be subject plus will plus not plus verb. For example, they will not or won't. Won't actually is the contraction. We are using the contraction. We can also use will not. We will not have time tomorrow, or she will not have time tomorrow, or I will not have time tomorrow. These are all the negative sentences. Then how to make questions? Question word. First of all, there will be question word, then will, then subject, then plus verb. Remember boys, in all the future indefinite interrogative sentences, there will not be a question word. We can use what as a question word, but sometimes what is not used and will is used in the beginning of the sentence. What will he, she, you, or we, they do? I hope you have understood, as you have done this exercise previously also. Now we will do the future tense with going to. The future with going to is used to express events you have already planned in the future, your strong intentions or fixed arrangements for the future. For example, she is going to attend university and study to become a doctor. We are going to make the presentation next week. Remember, this is the future tense with going to. Future with going to structure. The structure will be the positive sentence. First of all, there will be subject, then to be. To be means the verb, the helping verb, then plus going to, and then plus the main verb. For example, I am going to attend the meeting. In this sentence, I is the subject, am is the to be or the helping verb, going to is the going to word, attend is the main verb, and then the meeting is the object, or you can say the rest of the sentence. He or she is going to attend the meeting. You, we, they are going to attend the meeting. How to make it negative? To make such sentences negative, first we put the subject, then the helping verb, then not, then going to, and then verb. For example, I am not going to visit Rome next year. In this sentence, I is the subject, am is the helping verb, not going to, not is the negative word, and going to plus verb makes the whole sentence. He or she isn't going to visit Rome next year. Remember, boys, when we are using isn't in place of is not, or aren't in place of are not, these are all the contractions. You can use it in both ways, are not or aren't, is not or isn't. Then the interrogative structure is, first we put the question word, then the helping verb, then subject, and then going to, and then verb. For example, where am I going to stay? Where is the question word, am is the helping verb or the to be verb, then there is I is the subject, and then going to, and in the end we will put the verb stay. Here is the written work. This is grammar, page number 35, part F, to be done in textbooks. This exercise you will do in the notebooks or in your sheets. You can copy it from the lecture. I hope you have understood the lecture. If there is any problem, you can ask me in the query sessions.